In the hallowed halls of the Supreme Court nomination hearings, where history was being written with every passing moment, a confrontation was brewing that would capture the nation's attention. The air was thick with anticipation as Amy Coney Barrett, a woman of remarkable achievement and grace, sat before the Senate Judiciary Committee. The room buzzed with the quiet murmur of journalists and spectators, all eyes fixed on the proceedings that would determine the future of America's highest court. Among those present was Beverly Davis, a young law student who had managed to secure a coveted spot in the audience. Her presence would soon spark a controversy that would echo far beyond these marble walls. As the questioning continued, Barrett maintained her composure, her responses measured and thoughtful. Even as the tension in the room grew palpable, the mood shifted when Beverly, emboldened by her own assumptions, took to social media. Her fingers flew across her phone's keyboard as she typed out what she thought was a clever observation. 7 kids? Is she running a daycare or trying to be a Supreme Court justice? Barrett hearings. The tweet quickly gained traction, spreading through the online community like wildfire. What Beverly didn't anticipate was the response her mockery would elicit, not just from Barrett's supporters, but from working mothers across the nation. Sarah Rose, a prominent legal commentator, was among the first to notice the tweet. She sat in her office watching the hearings live on her computer screen when Beverly's words caught her attention. The story began to unfold across multiple platforms, drawing in voices from all corners of the legal and political spectrum. Lisa Wallace, a veteran court reporter, observed the growing controversy with a keen eye. She had covered countless hearings, but this one was different. The personal attack on Barrett's motherhood had struck a nerve that transcended political boundaries. In the committee room, Barrett remained unaware of the social media storm brewing outside. She continued to answer questions with the same clarity and precision that had marked her entire career. When asked about balancing her professional responsibilities with her role as a mother, she paused for a moment, her expression thoughtful. Catherine McGrath, a senior legal analyst, leaned forward in her seat as Barrett prepared to respond. The room fell silent, all eyes fixed on the nominee. What followed were 6 words that would effectively end the debate. "I serve both family and country." The simplicity and power of her response reverberated through the chamber. Robin Baker, a seasoned Judiciary Committee staffer, later recalled how those words seemed to freeze time itself. The impact was immediate and profound, silencing critics and supporters alike. Mary Reed, watching from her law firm's conference room in Chicago, found herself nodding in agreement. As a mother of 5 herself, she understood the delicate balance Barrett spoke of. The nominee's words had captured something essential about the modern professional woman's experience. The reaction outside the hearing room was swift and decisive. John McCarthy, a constitutional law professor, began receiving messages from his students, many of whom had initially shared Beverly's skepticism. They were now reconsidering their positions, struck by the quiet dignity of Barrett's response. Andrew Liu, a social media analyst, tracked the rapid shift in online sentiment. Beverly's initial tweet, once celebrated by some as witty commentary, was now being overwhelmed by an outpouring of support for Barrett. The conversation had transformed from mockery to a serious discussion about women's roles in society. Back in the hearing room, Cynthia Guzman, a veteran political correspondent, watched as Barrett continued her testimony. The nominee showed no sign of being affected by the controversy, maintaining the same steady focus that had characterized her entire career. David Smith, a senior Senate aide, later commented on how the incident had unexpectedly unified many across the political spectrum. Barrett's response had touched on something universal, transcending the usual partisan divisions that marked such proceedings. As the day progressed, Eric Carrillo, a digital media specialist, monitored the online response. The hashtag #DidIServeFamily began trending, with thousands sharing their own stories of balancing career and family life. What had begun as an attempt to mock had transformed into a powerful movement of solidarity. Isaiah Allen, a respected legal scholar, published a thoughtful analysis of the incident. He noted how Barrett's response had effectively shifted the conversation from criticism to contemplation, forcing many to examine their own biases about working mothers. The impact of those 6 words continued to ripple through social media and news outlets. Jennifer Bell, a prominent women's rights advocate, appeared on several news programs to discuss the broader implications of Barrett's response. She emphasized how the nominee's words had challenged long-standing prejudices about women's capabilities. As the sun set on that remarkable day, Kyle Arnold, a veteran political analyst, reflected on how a simple tweet had led to such a profound national conversation. Barrett's response had done more than defend her personal choices. It had articulated a truth about the modern professional woman's experience that resonated across demographic and political lines. Timothy Roth, a prominent legal blogger, wrote about how the incident highlighted the ongoing challenges faced by working mothers in high-powered positions. He noted that Barrett's response had not only silenced her critics, but had also provided inspiration for countless women navigating similar challenges. Paul Hansen, a respected Judiciary Committee member, later remarked that the exchange had brought an unexpected depth to the hearings. What could have been dismissed as a social media skirmish had instead sparked a meaningful dialogue about work-life balance and gender expectations in professional settings. The following morning, Robert Simpson, a senior editor at a major news outlet, published an editorial examining how Barrett's response had changed the tenor of the confirmation process. He noted that the nominee's ability to address personal criticism with grace and wisdom had earned her respect, even from some of her staunchest opponents. As Beverly Davis watched her tweet become the center of a national conversation, she began to understand the impact of her words. The law student had inadvertently sparked a discussion that went far beyond partisan politics, touching on fundamental questions about women's roles in society. Michael Washington, a social justice advocate, observed how the incident had brought attention to the broader issue of gender bias in professional settings. Barrett's response had highlighted how women often face scrutiny and criticism that their male counterparts rarely encounter. The story continued to evolve as more voices joined the conversation. Patrick Gibson, a work-life balance researcher, published a study showing how attitudes toward working mothers in high-powered positions had been shifting, with Barrett's response serving as a catalyst for accelerated change. In law schools across the country, professors like Jeffrey Owens began incorporating the incident into their discussions about gender and the law. The exchange had become a teaching moment, illustrating how personal attacks often reveal more about the critic than the criticized. As the confirmation hearings continued, Chad Lamb, a media relations expert, noted how the tone of coverage had shifted. Reporters were now focusing more on Barrett's qualifications and less on superficial criticisms. Her 6-word response had effectively changed the narrative. The incident also sparked conversations in unexpected places. Lacey Orozco, a corporate diversity consultant, found herself frequently referencing Barrett's response in workshops about workplace bias. The nominee's words had become a powerful example of how to address criticism with dignity and purpose. Stephen Reynolds, a public opinion researcher, conducted a survey that revealed how Barrett's response had resonated across demographic groups. The results showed that her words had particularly impacted young professional women, who saw in her example a path forward in their own careers. Aaron Berry, a cultural commentator, wrote about how the incident highlighted the evolution of American attitudes toward working mothers. He noted that Barrett's response had helped challenge lingering prejudices about women's ability to excel in both professional and family life. As the days passed, the impact of those 6 words continued to reverberate. Angela Pierce, a family law specialist, observed how Barrett's response had become a touchstone in discussions about work-life balance. The nominee's ability to articulate such a complex issue in such simple terms had struck a chord with many. The incident had also prompted self-reflection among media professionals. Lisa Quinn, a veteran journalist, wrote about how coverage of female public figures often focused disproportionately on their personal lives, a bias that Barrett's response had expertly exposed. In the end, what had begun as a mocking tweet had transformed into a moment of national reflection. Barrett's response had done more than defend her choices. It had articulated a fundamental truth about the modern professional woman's experience. Her words had not just ended a debate. They had started a conversation that would continue long after the confirmation hearings concluded. As the story made its way into the history books, it served as a reminder of how powerful words, spoken with conviction and grace, can transform criticism into opportunity. Barrett's response had demonstrated that true leadership often manifests in the ability to rise above personal attacks and speak to universal truths. The incident would be remembered not just for the controversy it sparked, but for the wisdom it revealed. In those 6 words, Barrett had captured something essential about the American spirit: the belief that dedication to both family and country is not just possible, but admirable. Her response had turned a moment of mockery into a testament to the strength and capability of working mothers everywhere. The aftermath of Amy Barrett's powerful response reverberated through the halls of power and across social media platforms. In the days following the hearing, the story took on new dimensions as more voices joined the conversation. Jack Fisher, a digital media analyst, observed an unprecedented surge in online discussions about working mothers in positions of authority. The morning after the hearing, Andrew Pierce, a seasoned political commentator, sat in his studio preparing for his morning broadcast. The story had evolved beyond a simple exchange into a national conversation about working mothers and professional achievement. His producer, Bianca Andrews, had assembled a compelling collection of responses from across the political spectrum. The incident had sparked particular interest in law schools across the country. Dennis Martinez, a constitutional law professor at a prestigious university, incorporated the exchange into his curriculum, using it as a case study in effective communication and professional dignity. His students, including Chad Price, found themselves deeply engaged in discussions about gender bias in the legal profession. Meanwhile, Deborah Kelly, a work-life balance researcher, began documenting the ripple effects of Barrett's response. Her preliminary findings suggested that the incident had catalyzed a shift in public perception of working mothers in high-powered positions. The data showed a marked decrease in negative commentary about women balancing career and family responsibilities. In the corporate world, Mary Ruiz, a Fortune 500 CEO and mother of 4, found herself frequently referencing Barrett's response. In leadership seminars, the simplicity and power of those 6 words had resonated with professional women across industries, providing a template for addressing similar criticisms. The media landscape continued to evolve as well. Michael Wright, a veteran news anchor, dedicated a segment of his evening broadcast to exploring the broader implications of the exchange. His guest, Catherine Morrow, a workplace equity expert, highlighted how Barrett's response had shifted the conversation from criticism to consideration. social media platforms buzzed with new perspectives. Eric Horn, a digital content strategist, tracked the emergence of supportive hashtags and trending topics. Women from all walks of life began sharing their own stories of balancing family and career, creating a powerful narrative of collective experience. Erin Richardson, a corporate communications director, noticed a significant change in how companies were approaching discussions about work-life balance. Human resource departments, led by professionals like Mason Thompson, began incorporating Barrett's message into their diversity and inclusion training programs. The academic community took particular interest in the incident. Robin Carter, a gender studies professor, published a detailed analysis of how Barrett's response had challenged traditional narratives about motherhood and career achievement. Her research assistant, Laurie Roberts, compiled hundreds of testimonials from working mothers who had found inspiration in Barrett's words. The legal community experienced its own transformation. John Nelson, a senior partner at a major law firm, observed a marked shift in how female attorneys with children were perceived. The incident had prompted many firms to re-examine their policies regarding work-life balance and family responsibilities. Community organizations seized the moment as, Sarah Torres, leading a non-profit supporting working mothers, saw a surge in engagement and support. Her organization's membership doubled in the weeks following Barrett's response, as more women sought resources and community in their professional journeys. The political landscape felt the impact too. Michelle Anderson, a state senator and mother of three, spoke about how Barrett's words had resonated with her own experience. Her chief of staff, Stephen Richardson, noted how the incident had transcended partisan divisions, uniting people around a shared understanding of family values and professional dedication. In the technology sector, Lisa Howard, a software company executive, implemented new policies supporting working parents. Her initiative, inspired by Barrett's example, included flexible scheduling and enhanced parental leave benefits. The program, overseen by Adam Cooper, quickly became a model for other companies in the industry. The international community took notice as well. Johanna Martinez, a United Nations representative, cited Barrett's response in a speech about gender equality in professional settings. Her words, translated into multiple languages, sparked similar conversations in countries around the world. Education systems began addressing the topic more directly. Charles Peterson, a high school principal, introduced programs discussing career-family balance. His guidance counselor, Angel Davis, reported increased interest from female students in pursuing demanding careers while maintaining family aspirations. The medical community found parallels in their own experience. Dr. Jacqueline Thompson, a neurosurgeon and mother of 5, shared how Barrett's words had validated her own life choices. Her colleague, Jennifer Jackson, organized a symposium exploring the challenges and triumphs of women in demanding medical specialties. Religious communities engaged in thoughtful discussion as well. Pastor Timothy Snow, leading a diverse congregation, spoke about how Barrett's example had sparked meaningful conversations about modern family life. His associate, Paul Mitchell, developed support programs for working parents in their community. The business world saw lasting changes. Cynthia Lewis, a management consultant, reported increased requests for workshops addressing work-life balance. Companies began actively promoting their family-friendly policies, led by executives like Aaron Sanders, who understood the importance of supporting working parents. Academic institutions made structural changes. Dean Adam Harrison implemented new policies supporting faculty members with children. His initiative, praised by Professor Beverly Wilson, included on-site childcare facilities and flexible teaching schedules. The legal education system evolved as well. Bianca Martinez, a law school admissions director, noticed an increase in applications from women with children. The message that motherhood and professional achievement could coexist had resonated deeply with prospective students. Media coverage continued to expand. Charlie Anderson, a documentary filmmaker, began production on a series exploring the lives of successful working mothers. His first interview subject, Angel Thompson, shared how Barrett's response had given voice to her own experiences. The corporate landscape saw significant shifts. CEO David Williams implemented comprehensive support systems for working parents. His human resources director, Lacey Thompson, reported improved employee satisfaction and retention rates following these changes. Professional organizations adapted their approaches. Michelle Baker, leading a women's leadership network, incorporated Barrett's message into their mentorship programs. Her colleague Stephen Burke developed training modules addressing unconscious bias against working mothers. The technology industry responded with innovation. Lisa Peters, a startup founder, created an app supporting working parents. Her team, led by developer John Walker, designed features specifically addressing the challenges of balancing career and family responsibilities. Political campaigns shifted their messaging. Campaign manager Robert Morris noticed increased emphasis on family-friendly policies. His research director, Sarah Mitchell, tracked growing public support for initiatives supporting working parents. The entertainment industry took notice. Producer Dennis Walker developed a series highlighting successful working mothers. His first episode, featuring interviews with professionals like Catherine Lewis, drew record viewership and critical acclaim. Educational institutions expanded their support systems. Administrator Charles Murray implemented comprehensive childcare programs. His initiative, supported by counselor Beverly Thompson, helped countless working parents advance their careers while caring for their families. The healthcare sector made significant changes. Dr. Jennifer Morris established new protocols supporting medical professionals with children. Her colleague, Robin Thompson, documented improved patient care outcomes following these policy changes. Religious organizations broadened their outreach. Minister David Anderson developed programs supporting working parents in his community. His assistant, Mary Mitchell, coordinated support groups that became models for other congregations. The financial sector evolved as well. Analyst Robert Baker tracked increased investment in family-friendly companies. His research, supported by data scientist Sarah Anderson, showed strong correlation between supportive policies and business success. Legal practices transformed their culture. Attorney John Thompson implemented flexible scheduling for parent attorneys. His partner, Lisa Anderson, reported improved client satisfaction and attorney retention following these changes. The impact continued to spread through various sectors. Consultant Michael Peters developed programs helping organizations support working parents. His associate, Catherine Thompson, tracked measurable improvements in workplace satisfaction and productivity. Technology companies innovated further. Developer David Anderson created platforms connecting working parents with resources. His team, led by project manager Sarah Lewis, built communities supporting professional parents across industries. The media landscape evolved continuously. Reporter John Mitchell produced in-depth coverage of successful working mothers. His editor, Lisa Thompson, ensured these stories reached broad audiences, inspiring further positive change. As the months passed, Barrett's 6 words continued to inspire change across society. The incident had transformed from a moment of criticism into a catalyst for positive change, demonstrating the power of graceful response to adversity. The story served as a reminder that leadership often manifests in unexpected moments, and that wisdom spoken with conviction can transform lives far beyond the speaker's immediate circle. The lasting impact of Barrett's response proved that sometimes the most powerful messages are the simplest ones, delivered with clarity and grace in moments of challenge. Her words had not just ended a debate, they had started a movement, inspiring generations of working parents to pursue their dreams without apology or hesitation. 1 year after Amy Barrett's memorable response, the transformation in public discourse continued to evolve in unexpected ways. The incident had sparked a cultural shift that reached far beyond the original context of the Supreme Court confirmation hearings. The story took on new life as researchers began documenting its long-term effects on society's perception of working mothers. Cynthia Jackson, a sociologist specializing in gender studies, published a comprehensive study examining the incident's impact on workplace culture. Her research revealed a significant decrease in bias against working mothers in professional settings, particularly in high-pressure careers. The data, meticulously gathered over 12 months, painted a picture of genuine social change. The legal profession saw particularly dramatic shifts. Michelle Lewis, a managing partner at a prestigious law firm, implemented revolutionary family-friendly policies that quickly became industry standards. Her initiative, dubbed the Barrett Blueprint, attracted attention from law firms nationwide. The program's success challenged long-held assumptions about the incompatibility of intensive legal careers with active parenthood. Technology played a crucial role in spreading the message. Developer Michael Baker created an innovative platform connecting working mothers in professional fields. The app, inspired by Barrett's example, provided resources and community support for women navigating the challenges of balancing career and family. Within months, the platform had over 1 million active users. Education systems underwent significant changes as well. Principal James Anderson introduced comprehensive programs addressing work-life balance in career counseling. His innovative approach, supported by guidance counselor Rachel Martinez, helped young women envision futures that didn't require choosing between family and professional ambition. The corporate world experienced its own revolution. CEO Thomas Wilson implemented groundbreaking policies supporting working parents across his multinational corporation. His human resources director, Emily Thompson, reported unprecedented improvements in employee retention and job satisfaction. Following these changes, media coverage evolved significantly. Journalist Maria Rodriguez produced an award-winning documentary series exploring the lives of successful working mothers across various professions. Her work, featuring interviews with women like Dr. Patricia Chen, highlighted the diverse ways professionals managed their dual roles. The political landscape reflected these changes. Senator Elizabeth Murray, a mother of 4, successfully championed legislation supporting working parents. Her chief policy advisor, Richard Anderson, noted how Barrett's words had helped reshape the conversation around family-friendly legislation. Academic institutions made substantial progress. Dean Margaret Phillips established new support systems for faculty members with children. Her initiative, praised by Professor Christopher Davis, included innovative solutions like flexible teaching schedules and on-campus childcare facilities. The medical community embraced change as well. Dr. Caroline Watson, chief of surgery at a major hospital, revolutionized scheduling practices to accommodate staff with families. Her approach, implemented with help from Administrator Daniel Martinez, improved both staff satisfaction and patient care outcomes. Corporate training programs evolved significantly. Consultant Amanda Cooper developed new modules addressing unconscious bias against working parents. Her work, implemented by companies like those led by CEO Gregory Thompson, helped create more inclusive workplace cultures. The technology sector, continued innovating. Engineer Sandra Mitchell created artificial intelligence solutions, helping working parents manage their complex schedules. Her team, including lead developer Jonathan Baker, focused on practical applications of technology to support work-life balance. Religious organizations adapted their approaches. Reverend William Harrison developed programs supporting working mothers in his community. His initiative, coordinated by Outreach Director Rebecca Anderson, provided practical and spiritual support for women balancing career and family commitments. The entertainment industry reflected these changes. Producer Victoria Lewis created a successful television series featuring strong working mother characters. The show, starring acclaimed actress Stephanie Chen, helped normalize the image of women excelling in both professional and family roles. Legal education underwent significant transformation. Dean Marcus Thompson implemented new policies supporting law students with children. His program, managed by Administrator Laura Davis, included flexible class schedules and specialized support services. Professional organizations evolved their approaches. Director Christine Baker established mentorship programs specifically designed for working mothers. Her initiative, supported by coordinator Mark Wilson, connected experienced professionals with those seeking guidance in balancing their roles. The financial sector made notable progress. Analyst Jennifer Morris published influential research demonstrating the positive economic impact of supporting working parents. Her findings, verified by economist Peter Anderson, helped convince more companies to invest in family-friendly policies. Healthcare. Systems implemented innovative solutions. Dr. Alexander Mitchell established comprehensive support programs for medical professionals with children. His approach, developed with psychologist Susan Thompson, addressed both practical and emotional aspects of balancing medical careers with parenthood. Technology companies continued pushing boundaries. Developer Hannah Davis created sophisticated scheduling algorithms specifically designed for working parents. Her work, implemented by project manager Brian Wilson, helped thousands of professionals manage their complex responsibilities more effectively. Educational institutions expanded their support systems. Administrator Jessica Baker implemented new resources for student parents. Her program, coordinated by Counselor Michael Thompson, provided comprehensive support for those pursuing education while raising families. The legal community saw lasting changes. Attorney Catherine Wilson established a network supporting parent lawyers across the country. Her organization, managed by coordinator David Martinez, provided resources and advocacy for professionals balancing legal careers with family responsibilities. Religious leadership evolved as well. Pastor Angela Thompson developed innovative ministry approaches supporting working mothers. Her work, assisted by community director Samuel Baker, helped change traditional perspectives on women's roles in both family and professional life. Corporate culture continued transforming. Executive Sarah Mitchell implemented comprehensive support systems for working parents in her company. Her approach, developed with HR Director Robert Davis, became a model for businesses nationwide. The media landscape reflected ongoing changes. Reporter Nicholas Anderson produced compelling features highlighting successful working mothers across industries. His stories, edited by Christina Thompson, helped maintain public attention on the importance of supporting working parents. Technology. Startups focused on innovative solutions. Entrepreneur Maria Baker developed platforms connecting working parents with essential resources. Her company, managed by Operations Director Thomas Wilson, helped create supportive communities for professional parents. Educational reform continued advancing. Professor Rachel Davis implemented new research programs studying effective support systems for working parents. Her work, supported by research assistant Mark Thompson, provided valuable insights for institutions nationwide. Healthcare organizations made significant strides. Dr. Elizabeth Wilson established new protocols supporting medical professionals with families. Her approach, implemented with Administrator James Baker, improved both patient care and staff satisfaction. Legal practices evolved substantially. Attorney Michael Anderson developed comprehensive policies supporting parent lawyers. His firm's approach, managed by HR Director Sarah Thompson, became a model for legal practices nationwide. The impact of Barrett's response continued reverberating through society, inspiring changes in unexpected ways. Her 6 words had sparked a movement that transformed how society viewed and supported working parents. The incident served as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound changes begin with simple, authentic responses to criticism. As the story continued to influence public discourse, it became clear that Barrett's words had done more than end a debate. They had started a revolution in how society approached the intersection of career and family life. Her response had provided a foundation for lasting change, demonstrating that wisdom spoken with conviction could transform lives far beyond the speaker's immediate circle. The lasting impact of the incident proved that sometimes the most powerful messages are delivered not through lengthy arguments or complicated policies, but through simple truths expressed with clarity and grace. Barrett's response had become a touchstone for discussions about work-life balance, inspiring generations of professionals to pursue their dreams without apologizing for their choices or compromising their values. 2 years after Amy Barrett's transformative response, the ripple effects had grown into waves of change across society. What began as a moment of confrontation had evolved into a movement, inspiring systematic changes in how institutions and individuals approach the balance between professional achievement and family life. Rebecca Wilson, a prominent sociologist, published a groundbreaking study documenting the long-term impact of Barrett's response on workplace culture. Her research, conducted across multiple industries, revealed a fundamental shift in attitudes toward working mothers in leadership positions. The findings, presented at a national conference, sparked intense discussion about the future of workplace equality. The legal sector continued its evolution. Judge Amanda Davis implemented pioneering family-friendly policies in her courthouse, creating a model for judicial systems nationwide. Her innovative approach, developed with Court Administrator Benjamin Thompson, demonstrated how traditional institutions could adapt to support working parents effectively. Technology played an increasingly important role. Developer Marcus Anderson launched a revolutionary platform designed specifically for professional parents. The system, incorporating artificial intelligence and advanced scheduling algorithms, helped thousands of working parents manage their complex responsibilities more efficiently. Educational institutions made remarkable progress. Chancellor Victoria Baker established comprehensive support programs for faculty and student parents alike. Her initiative, coordinated by Program Director Christopher Mitchell, included flexible scheduling options and on-site childcare facilities that became standards. For academic institutions nationwide, the corporate landscape underwent significant transformation. CEO Jonathan Lewis implemented groundbreaking policies supporting working parents across his global organization. His approach, developed with diversity officer Rachel Thomas, showed how companies could thrive while prioritizing family-friendly practices. Media coverage reached new depths. Producer Elizabeth Martinez created an acclaimed documentary series examining the lasting impact of Barrett's response on American society. Her work, featuring interviews with professionals like Dr. Caroline Anderson, highlighted how the incident had catalyzed lasting change. Political discourse evolved considerably. Representative Stephanie Thompson championed legislation supporting working parents, citing Barrett's example as inspiration. Her policy advisor, Richard Baker, noted how the incident had helped reshape public understanding of family-friendly legislation. Academic research expanded significantly. Professor Mark Davis conducted comprehensive studies examining the economic benefits of supporting working parents. His findings, verified by economist Hannah Wilson, provided compelling evidence for the business case of family-friendly policies. The medical community continued innovating. Dr. Gregory Chen established revolutionary scheduling systems supporting healthcare professionals with families. His approach, implemented with Administrator Jessica Thompson, improved both staff retention and patient care quality. Corporate training evolved substantially. Consultant Maria Anderson developed sophisticated programs addressing workplace culture and family support. Her methods, adopted by companies led by CEO Thomas Baker, helped create more inclusive and supportive work environments. The technology sector pushed boundaries further. Engineer Patricia Mitchell created advanced solutions for working parents managing complex schedules. A team, including lead developer Samuel Thompson, focused on practical applications of technology to support work-life integration. Religious organizations broadened their perspective. Minister Robert Chen developed progressive programs supporting working mothers in his congregation. His initiative, managed by Community Director Angela Davis, helped change traditional attitudes toward women's roles in both family and professional life. The entertainment industry reflected evolving attitudes. Producer Nicholas Wilson created compelling content featuring strong working mother characters. His projects, starring acclaimed performers like Laura Anderson, helped normalize the image of successful professional parents. Legal education transformed significantly. Dean Christina Thompson implemented innovative support systems for law students with families. Her program, coordinated by Administrator William Davis, included flexible study options and comprehensive family support services. Professional organizations expanded their reach. Director Marcus Baker established mentorship networks specifically supporting working parents. His initiative, managed by coordinator Emily Chen, connected experienced professionals with those seeking guidance in career-family balance. The financial sector made substantial progress. Analyst Richard Thompson published influential research demonstrating the long-term benefits of supporting working parents. His work, validated by economist Sarah Chen, helped drive increased investment in family-friendly workplace policies. Healthcare systems continued evolving. Dr. Jennifer Davis pioneered new approaches supporting medical professionals with families. Her methods, developed with psychologist Daniel Wilson, addressed both practical and emotional aspects of balancing medical careers with parenthood. Technology companies innovated further. Developer Rachel Baker created sophisticated applications, helping working parents manage their responsibilities. Her work, implemented by project manager Thomas Anderson, helped professionals maintain better work-life balance. Educational support expanded significantly. Administrator Michael Chen established comprehensive resources for student parents. His program, managed by counselor Victoria Thompson, provided essential support for those pursuing education while raising families. The legal community strengthened its commitment. Attorney Elizabeth Wilson created nationwide networks supporting parent lawyers. Her organization, directed by coordinator James Baker, provided crucial resources and advocacy for legal professionals balancing career and family. Religious leadership continued evolving. Pastor William Thompson developed innovative ministry approaches supporting working parents. His work, assisted by outreach director Maria Chen, helped reshape traditional perspectives on professional and family roles. corporate structures adapted further. Executive Christopher Davis implemented comprehensive support systems for working parents. His approach, developed with HR Director Amanda Wilson, became a model for businesses across industries. Media coverage deepened its focus. Journalist Rebecca Anderson produced insightful features examining the lasting impact of Barrett's response. Her stories, edited by Gregory Thompson, helped maintain public attention on the importance of supporting working parents. Technology startups focused on innovative solutions. Entrepreneur Laura Mitchell developed platforms connecting working parents with essential resources. Her company, managed by Operations Director Daniel Baker, helped create supportive communities for professional parents. Educational reform gained momentum. Professor Samuel Wilson conducted groundbreaking research on effective support systems for working parents. His work, supported by research assistant Patricia Davis, provided valuable insights for institutions nationwide. Healthcare organizations strengthened their commitment. Dr. Angela Thompson established comprehensive protocols supporting medical professionals with families. Her approach, implemented with Administrator Marcus Chen, improved both patient care and staff satisfaction. Legal practices continued evolving. Attorney Emily Anderson developed sophisticated policies supporting parent lawyers. Her firm's approach, managed by HR Director William Baker, became a standard for legal practices nationwide. The impact of Barrett's response continued inspiring change across society. Her 6 words had sparked a movement that transformed how institutions and individuals approached the balance between professional achievement and family life. The incident served as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound changes begin with simple, authentic responses to criticism. As the story's influence continued to grow, it became clear that Barrett's words had done more than end a debate. They had initiated a fundamental shift in how society viewed and supported working parents. Her response had provided a foundation for lasting change, demonstrating that wisdom spoken with conviction could transform lives across generations. The enduring impact of the incident proved that sometimes the most powerful messages are delivered, not through complex arguments or elaborate policies, but through simple truths expressed with clarity and grace. Barrett's response had become a touchstone for discussions about work-life balance, inspiring professionals to pursue their dreams without compromising their values or apologizing for their choices. 5 years after Amy Barrett's transformative response, the impact had evolved into a lasting legacy that reshaped American society's approach to working parents. What began as a student's mockery had blossomed into a revolutionary movement, fundamentally changing how institutions and individuals viewed the intersection of career and family life. Alexander Wilson, a renowned social researcher, published a landmark 5-year study documenting the comprehensive changes sparked by Barrett's response. His research team, led by data analyst Julia Thompson, revealed how those 6 words had catalyzed unprecedented shifts in workplace culture and social attitudes. The legal profession had undergone a complete transformation. Judge Sandra Baker pioneered revolutionary approaches to court scheduling, accommodating attorneys with family responsibilities. Her innovations, implemented with Court Administrator George Mitchell, became standard practice across the federal judiciary system. Technology continued driving change forward. Developer Anna Davis created sophisticated artificial intelligence systems specifically designed for working parents. Her platform, incorporating advanced predictive algorithms, helped millions of professionals balance their complex responsibilities more effectively. Educational institutions reached new heights of innovation. Chancellor Peter Anderson established nationwide standards for supporting parents, students, and faculty. His comprehensive framework, developed with Program Director Olivia Chen, transformed how universities approached work-life balance. The corporate world experienced profound evolution. CEO Marcus Howard implemented groundbreaking policies that redefined workplace culture. His approach, crafted with Diversity Officer Lucy Thompson, demonstrated how family-friendly practices could drive business success. Media representation reflected these changes. Producer Ryan Davis directed an Emmy-winning documentary series chronicling the lasting impact of Barrett's response. His work, featuring interviews with leaders like Dr. Sophia Wilson, highlighted how the incident had reshaped American society. Political landscapes transformed significantly. Senator Helen Baker championed landmark legislation protecting working parents' rights. Her legislative director, Matthew Thompson, noted how Barrett's words had fundamentally altered the national conversation about family and career. Academic research reached new depths. Professor Diana Mitchell conducted groundbreaking studies, examining the societal benefits of supporting working parents. Her findings, validated by economist Edward Chen, provided definitive evidence for the positive impact of family-friendly policies. The medical community embraced revolutionary changes. Dr. Nathan Davis pioneered innovative staffing models supporting healthcare professionals with families. His system, implemented with Administrator Lauren Wilson, improved both patient care and staff satisfaction rates. Corporate training evolved dramatically. Consultant Philip Anderson developed sophisticated programs addressing workplace culture and family support. His methods, adopted by organizations led by CEO Emma Thompson, helped create truly inclusive work environments. The technology sector pushed innovation further. Engineer Alice Baker designed cutting-edge solutions for working parents managing complex schedules. Her team, including lead developer Martin Chen, focused on practical applications of technology to support work-life harmony. Religious institutions broadened their perspectives significantly. Minister Harold Wilson established progressive programs supporting professional parents in his community. His initiative, coordinated by Outreach Director Grace Davis, helped reshape traditional views on family and career roles. The entertainment industry reflected societal evolution. Producer Olivia Thompson created award-winning content featuring nuanced portrayals of working parents. Her productions, starring performers like Karen Mitchell, helped normalize the image of successful professional parents. Legal education underwent complete transformation. Dean Frank Davis implemented comprehensive support systems for law students with families. His program, managed by Administrator Sophie Wilson, included innovative study options and family support services. Professional organizations expanded their influence. Director Henry Baker established international networks, supporting working parents across industries. His initiative, coordinated by Program Manager Claire Thompson, connected professionals worldwide for support and guidance. The financial sector demonstrated remarkable progress. Analyst Vincent Davis published definitive research showing the economic advantages of supporting working parents. His work, verified by economist Linda Chen, drove increased investment in family-friendly workplace policies. Healthcare systems evolved comprehensively. Dr. Margaret Wilson pioneered holistic approaches supporting medical professionals with families. Her methods, developed with psychologist Andrew Baker, addressed both practical and emotional aspects of work-life balance. Technology companies reached new innovations. Developer Rose Mitchell created revolutionary applications supporting working parents' success. Her work, implemented by project manager Douglas Thompson, helped professionals thrive in both career and family life. Educational support expanded dramatically. Administrator Keith Davis established comprehensive resources for parent students nationwide. His program, directed by Councillor Nancy Wilson, provided essential support for those balancing education and family responsibilities. The legal community strengthened its commitment further. Attorney Gloria Chen created international networks supporting parent lawyers. Her organization, managed by coordinator Felix Thompson, provided crucial resources and advocacy for legal professionals worldwide. Religious leadership evolved significantly. Pastor Louise Baker developed innovative ministry approaches supporting working parents. Her work, assisted by community director Howard Wilson, helped transform traditional perspectives on professional and family roles. Corporate structures adapted comprehensively. Executive Arthur Davis implemented sophisticated support systems for working parents. His approach, developed with HR Director Isabel Thompson, became a global standard for business practices. Media coverage deepened its understanding. Journalist Bernard Mitchell produced insightful analyses examining the lasting impact of Barrett's response. His reports, edited by Catherine Wilson, helped maintain focus on the importance of supporting working parents. Technology startups drove innovation forward. Entrepreneur Natalie Baker developed advanced platforms connecting working parents with resources. Her company, managed by Operations Director Gerald Thompson, helped create worldwide support networks for professional parents. Educational reform gained unprecedented momentum. Professor Walter Davis conducted definitive research on effective support systems for working parents. His work, supported by research assistant Dorothy Wilson, provided valuable insights for institutions globally. Healthcare organizations strengthened their commitment significantly. Dr. Eleanor Thompson established comprehensive protocols supporting medical professionals with families. Her approach, implemented with Administrator Kenneth Baker, improved healthcare delivery worldwide. Legal practices evolved substantially. Attorney Florence Mitchell developed sophisticated policies supporting parent lawyers. Her firm's approach, managed by HR Director Stanley Wilson, became an international standard for legal practices. The impact of Barrett's response continued inspiring change across society. Her 6 words had sparked a movement that transformed how institutions and individuals approach the balance between professional achievement and family life. The incident served as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound changes begin with simple, authentic responses to criticism. As the story's influence continued to grow, it became clear that Barrett's words had done more than end a debate. They had initiated a fundamental shift in how society viewed and supported working parents. Her response had provided a foundation for lasting change, demonstrating that wisdom spoken with conviction could transform lives across generations. The enduring impact of the incident proved that sometimes the most powerful messages are delivered, not through complex arguments or elaborate policies, but through simple truths expressed with clarity and grace. Barrett's response had become a touchstone for discussions about work-life balance, inspiring professionals worldwide to pursue their dreams without compromising their values or apologizing for their choices. 5 years later, the students' mockery had been transformed into a catalyst for positive change, demonstrating how a moment of potential conflict could become an opportunity for growth and understanding. Barrett's response had not just ended a debate, it had started a movement that continued to inspire and empower working parents across the globe. The legacy of those 6 words would continue to influence future generations, reminding them that it was possible to serve both family and country with dedication and excellence. The story stood as a testament to the power of grace under pressure and the lasting impact of wisdom spoken with conviction.